right, hold on. I gotta do my recap because I ain't gonna lie. We'd have been live for 9 hours. How many people been here with me all day? Like all day. I got anybody left that been here since 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Okay. 9 hours. Okay. So I'm about to do my recap video. If you wasn't here all day, I'm about to do it right now. Okay. So that I can just clip it because I ain't got the energy. Okay. To redo another video. Ain't got the energy. So because we started strong, I think we done hit close to 11K views on this live. Yay! Shout out to everybody for pulling up. So who was that? Street News Worldwide already put in the chat that Alicia Andrews' trial have been pushed back to October 20th due to a medical emergency with the state prosecutor. So we won't be starting that trial tomorrow. However, we will be back at it 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, which is 9:30 a.m. Central time, which is 7:30 a.m. California time, Pacific time. Okay, so we back at it. So now I can just focus on this case. All right, so today we heard from two witnesses. We heard from Erica Thornton, which is Dolph's sister. She was basically an identification witness, meaning she just came to look at a picture and say, yes, that's my brother. I talked to him the day before he was murdered. The second witness, no, we had three witnesses. I'll take it back. Three witnesses. My bad. I had to look at my notes. The second witness was Dolph security, Raul Hopkins. Okay. He went over how did the beef start between CMG and PRE. And they said because it was over, well, he said it was over music. He went into details about the Charlotte shooting, but not the one where Black Youngster got arrested, but the other one where the Sprinter van was shot. I believe that's who we was talking about with the Keon guy that ended up getting some time for that. But that's a separate shooting, not the shooting with Black Youngster outside the strip club. Okay. He talked about the Cali shooting. However, he said he don't know who was responsible for the shooting. I kind of wonder why they didn't bring up the Black Youngster one when they are again saying this is over CMG PRE. I just thought about that. But anyway, the defense did a cross with that witness and basically just said, asked some questions about Dolph and weapons. Said Dolph didn't carry weapons because he was a felon. They provided a date that he became a felon. And also asked the security, was he the only main security? He said yes, he was the lead security, and that Dolph wanted him to cover other PRE artists and not him. So that kind of leads you to question, well, why was you not, if any time, why did you leave your main security with somebody else instead of riding around with them? Okay, so they did highlight that as a defense. Cornelius Smith, I'm gonna tell you, I had to stop taking notes for a minute because listen, Cornelius Smith did a great job with the state. Other than laughing and stuff a lot after you know already it's been clear that you are the shooter. I don't know. I think that's gonna be a little distasteful from the jury. But again, I don't think when the rules come out, what to do is really gonna play a difference in that. However, basically, he said he met Govan through Bobby because he was a pill popper. Govan sold pills. Okay. He said, so he also ID'd Juke and Govan because he told the story of he couldn't get the Bobby to cop, so he contacted Govan directly. He pulled up. Juke truck is outside at the time. He didn't know who truck it was. He went in the house. Govan introduced him to Juke as Lil C, the one I was telling you about that go on the hits or whatever. Conversation, and they kind of got mumbled about exactly what the full conversation was. But according to Smith, him and Juke was conversing with each other. Juke telling him, hey, y'all gonna get paid, whatever. So he also said ultimately he was supposed to receive $10,000, okay, for the Dolph hit, which he never received. Everything was good. Then the defense crossed Cornelius Smith. And I already told y'all, but because this is for my YouTube video, I'm going to kind of like reiterate. The defense is basically taking Govan out and leaving the connection to this murder because, again, Cornelius Smith has already stated on record, not only in this case, but another case, that he is the shooter. He also, okay, said that he was introduced to Juke. So what the defense is doing is taking out Govan and painting this picture with Smith's testimony where he could have been working with Juke by himself. He didn't need Govan. Now, that's my observation based off the questions and stuff they was asking him. The defense attorney, which is Lil Durk's Atlanta case attorney, okay, what's his name? Aurora. I can't remember his first name off the top of my head, but he basically said, called him in 3 lies. Petty lies, but they lies, okay? He's used to running game, okay? When he asked him, so you lied to your baby mama. Oh, I wouldn't call it lying. It's like running game. That's probably not going to sit well to a lot of jurors because you can't even admit that you're lying. Like running game, lying is all the same, right? But, you know, depends on how you look at it. Also, it came out when the state crossed him, or when the state questioned him, he said he had no communication with Juke other than when they met at Govan's house. Defense later was able to get him to say he did have communication with Juke on Instagram. Then when the state rebutted, he said, oh, I don't know, it was one of those apps. He ain't consistent with key things. And I personally just feel like my opinion is because if you say one, like you said IG, they can go get those records. It probably ain't going to exist. So I'm going to say another record because I don't know which one. I was high on drugs. Me personally, if I was on a jury, that would stand out to me because every time he gets asked a question by, now, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think with the state, he only said it like maybe once or twice, and he was asked about it early on. Like they put on record, you know what I'm saying, early on that he did drugs. But with the defense, every time a hot question came, oh, I was high. I don't remember. I was high. So if you so high that you don't remember those key points, then who's to say you wasn't high when you was telling everything else? And the reason why that stands out with me, because he also said in the original story when the state was questioning him, he said he was on pills the next day. Manny Aurora, that's his name. He said he was on pills the next day. The same day after he got, after the Dolph hit, he was on pills. He also says that, remember, he said Govan gave him money to go get the car covered. Govan did this, but if you was already on pills and you said when you on pills you don't remember, that stands out to me. Now, y'all know I've been windmilling for the past 9 hours, okay? Because a lot of y'all believe Smith. A lot of y'all watch Justin Johnson's case too. But I don't believe him. Some of what he is saying may be true. But it only takes one lie to throw your credibility out the window. In my opinion, how does the state save this case? Make sure the evidence matches what Cornelius Smith said. That's going to be key. The reason why I kept telling y'all to stop thinking about Justin Johnson's case is because Justin Johnson was a shooter in this case. So he's going to be more believable when he's literally in the car and he's saying that he shot. So, of course, you're going to say, oh, well, if you were the shooter, you will for sure know who was in the car with you. And again, the evidence just needed to lead up to straight drop being the shooter. So that's a whole different scenario. This is a conspiracy case with the main person or the mastermind not being actually involved in the murder. Okay? So my opinion moving forward, the state has to present some actual evidence to tie up the loopholes into Smith's testimony. Like I said on the queso trial, I don't mind you lying or being a liar in real life, but show me with the witness where they lied in this case. And the defense has already did that. So I'm already like, I don't believe Cornelius Smith. And that's why I said Queso lawyer should have took this tactic, because he attacked the actual scenario that he provided for the hit. He questioned everything, even though he was trying to trip him up, and he succeeded in many ways, but he was attacking what he was saying about the actual events. That's going to be key. That's going to stand out to some people. So that's pretty much the recap. We're going to be back at it 10:30 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern time, y'all, Eastern time. But I think YouTube is set up for your own time. So I'm about to, as soon as I get off of here, I'm going to go ahead and schedule it. But yeah, we back at it. Hopefully, you know, I believe the girlfriend is next. I think Cornelius Smith, I heard the name faintly. I kind of think his girlfriend is next. However, we'll find out tomorrow. Okay. So
this is the weakest. Give a fuck about what they scream.
Holla.
Shout out Mickey. Mickey, you gonna be big. Like,
yeah,
I'm
trying to conquer the world, coming from where I come from. Hey, this your girl Mickey Truth, #1 blogger in South Carolina. #1 blogger in South Carolina.